So today we're going to Sojourners, which is a shelter that houses men, women, and children. This is their 4th week going there. They've been in lockdown because of an outbreak 4 weeks ago. Every time we go to test them, there's another positive. Everyone that we've tested that's been positive are unvaccinated. So we're trying to talk to them about getting vaccinated.
Are you guys interested in getting vaccinated? Yeah.
As COVID cases have risen nationwide, West Virginia has seen some of the sharpest increases in the country. And in some of the most vulnerable communities, outbreaks can lead to a cascading set of problems.
So, if someone's on the street and needs to get in the shelter, when the shelter's in lockdown right now, then they can't take new residents into the shelter. So that's our goal, is to get it open back up. All right, here we go.
Kanawha County, where Charleston's located, is averaging about 70 cases per day for every 100,000 residents. That's better than most other counties in the state, which has one of the worst hospitalization and case rates in the country, according to Washington Post data.
It is hard when you've done this all day, every day for, 18, 20 months, and we can't even move beyond this because we can't get everybody to get vaccinated.
It wasn't always like this. Last winter, West Virginia led the country in vaccination rates.
We were doing these mass clinics 1 to 2 days a week where we would do, thousands and thousands of people. I remember we would be out in the cold, and we were out there vaccinating everywhere we could. High rises here, there, everywhere. People were, do you have vaccine? Can I get vaccine? And then it was just like all of a sudden, we kind of hit a wall.
Today, just a little more than 40% of eligible West Virginians are fully inoculated, and just 48% statewide have had at least one dose, among the lowest rates in the U.S.
That's kind of when the reality was setting in, wow, for me. There's this many people that are vaccine resistant, and there's this many people that are buying into the rhetoric.
Now, it's not until
I'm
you
not
get 6.
anti-vaccine.
Right, I know you're not.
But the push, sometimes the push is so great, it gives you pause.
Well, you get 16 paragraphs into this thing before.
Settled notes that while the state has done well with older residents, convincing younger people remains a challenge.
Ready? So every time they say no, I try to take that as an opportunity to stop and, listen and not judge, but try to educate people about what we're seeing out here. The reality is, it's not what you're seeing on Facebook. It's not what you're seeing on social media, on TikTok. The reality is I don't have to go to the TV to see what's going on. All I got to do is walk out back and see how many people are, being sick.
Hi, folks. How we doing today?
Every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, we have our testing lines going. We generally have 2 lines for testing, and most of the time it's backed out all the way on the street. Are you here for a booster shot?
No.
Are you here for a vaccine period, or are you here for testing?
Just for testing.
Okay. Is there a reason why? Are you guys vaccinated? Okay. Is there a reason you guys aren't interested in vaccine?
I just think that it wasn't tested long enough. And you just don't know what it's going to do to your system 5-10 years down the road. Because they don't know.
While most in line this morning are receiving their booster shot,
How are you today?
others are getting their first dose.
Doing fantastic.
Some peace of mind, just because I know that if I do get it, it won't be as bad. Well, they're saying it won't be as bad, but I'm just nervous altogether. Maybe once I get it, I'll feel better.
Thank you.
Further north in the town of Buckhannon, the health department was giving up to 800 doses of the vaccine per week last winter. The clinic now averages about 25 people per day for first doses. On this day, after 5 new vaccinations in the morning, the remaining 5 appointments are no-shows.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating to all of us. We just make sure that we've got people scheduled for the next day because we'll be doing the second doses tomorrow. So we call them again today to remind them. And then we try to reschedule the people that canceled for the next day. I mean, we all carry it home with us at night though,
Laura Jones runs a clinic in Morgantown. She hopes the Biden administration's new vaccine mandates will encourage more people in the state to get the shot.
That's something that West Virginia prides itself on, being independent, individualist, rugged individualist. And in a pandemic, that's not necessarily a strength.
George Leitner never planned on getting vaccinated.
Up until now, I've always strongly believed against getting the vaccine because I felt that it was released too soon onto the public without proper testing, and I was concerned about the side effects.
But last week, after his employer took steps to require vaccines for all employees, Leitner received his first dose of Moderna.
I mean, you're talking about their jobs. We're already going through hard times now because of the pandemic. I mean, people are being evicted, they're behind in their bills. They're gonna have no other choice, like myself, and say, might as well go for it. Because I can't survive without my job. I really can't. It's rough out there.